Okay, so I'm super excited to review this deck because I'm from New York. This is on Etsy. Just wanted to do the unboxing because when I opened it, I was like, she sends you a box and when you open it, it looks like this. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And then they write a little note. Dear Mayra, thank you so much for your order. I hope you love New York City Tarot, Magical Michelle. Now, I get no credit at all for this review because you can only buy it on Etsy. But I just thought that I like it when people take the time out of their day to do something like this. So I was like, I have to review this unboxing. And it's the New York City Tarot. I'm not returning this ever. I saw most of the images on the Etsy page. I put the link for the Etsy page. I like to promote people who deserve to be promoted, you know, and expose people to new things. Magical Michelle. That's her own tarot card. Look at that. I know, the lighting's off today. Hold on. Sorry. There you go. Still off. Oh no, a little bit better. Okay. Pause the video if you need to see it. Includes 78 card deck and 182 page book. I'm in love. Oh my God. Tarot goals. Let's look at the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups or, oh, there you go, 10 of Swords. Pause it and screenshot it if you want to look at it. You can usually get an idea from the 10 of Cups to the 10 of Swords. If this is it's Broadway. And she has the 3 of Swords on her back. And then on the top, there's the 10 of Swords musical. Do you see that? 10 of Swords musical, the 3 of Swords on her back. And then she's surrounded by swords. You would think it would be the 8 of Swords, but it's 7. Oh yeah, because the 7 plus the 3 is 10. She's genius. Keywords: the end or closing of a matter, spiritual awakening, rebirth, heavy burden removed. I like her. In the 10 of Swords, we see a person in the heart of Times Square, surrounded by swords and drama of Broadway. In many cases, this card indicates that the show is over. Something big has ended and you've hit rock bottom. Look around you. There are so many other options, so many places to go and things to see. You will conquer this and rise above it, leaving your former self behind. Be ready for big changes. This is literally the best book I've ever read, ever. Reversed. Continued trouble, wallowing in self-pity, self-destructive behavior. So then on the bottom, she has a story. Not on all of them. Aren't we lucky? The story is only really on the 10 of Swords. Are you kidding me? Am I that intuitive? I am. In the whole book, the only one that has this is the 10 of Swords, and that's the one that I'm very intuitive. Clairaudient, claircognizant. So we're going to get into the cards in a second. I'm so sorry, but I just want you guys. So I went to New York City to be born again. It was and remains easy for most Americans to go somewhere else and start anew. I wasn't like my parents. I didn't have any supposedly sacred piece of land or shoals of friends to leave behind. Oh my God, that's where I am right now. This is divine. Oh my God. Nowhere has the number 0 been of more philosophical value than in the United States. And when the train plunged into the tunnel under New York City with its lining of pipes and wires, I was out of the womb and into the birth canal. Kurt Vonnegut from the novel Bluebird, 1987. This is how God talks to me. Through these divine moments and like coincidences, I think not. I like the way she did the beginning. Anyway, let me get into the cards. So once you take that off, you have all 4 symbols, which is very clever, of the pentagram, the wand, the sword, and the cup. And the cup is like a little coffee cup, one of those like cheap coffee cups that you get. Sorry. I'm being activated. God is activating me to a divine path, and I know it. And I'm just getting a lot of confirmations. Tarot card. I love this. This is why I got it in the first place. It looks just like the Metro card, and on the bottom it says, "The magic is within you." Sorry, guys, but this is my life. All right, let's go. The Fool and the Magician. I'm wondering, you know what? Let me see if I can do it this way. These are glossy. So the glossier they are, the harder it is for you to see it. The Fool. Fool Street. Not even looking, getting ready to go into the pothole. And the Magician. Average guy riding the train, you would never know. What does it say? Hold on, sorry. As above, so below are his tattoos. And then he has the 4 symbols on his chest. She's good. I think I want to be friends with this woman. Oh my God. Yeah, I do. I want to be friends with this woman. Let me see if I could. No, I can't. I was going to try and turn it, but then it requires a lot of work. High Priestess and, oh, Grand Central Station, the Empress. Breastfeeding, which is like frowned upon nowadays. And then the goth chick that is probably wearing like $10,000 worth of clothes. Just sitting on the steps of the brownstone that her parents probably own. So funny. The Hierophant and the Emperor. The Pigeon, which is all over New York City. And then it looks like this is where they play chess in Washington Square Park. That's interesting. What is he reading? She's pretty clever with what she writes. It says Sports, Baseball, Mets versus Yankees Subway Series. Awesome. Let me move this back. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Give me a second. Okay. Football, stuff, food. Football? That's what it says. Football, stuff, food. The Emperor Times. New York City. These glasses suck. I think these are for long distance. They're not really for reading. Are any of these for reading? These might be for reading. Yeah. New York, I still can't see. New York City, what? Are these? No, they are. They're dirty. I can't see it, you guys. I'm getting old. Maybe you could see it. Anyways, With You by the Deck. Oh my God, I love this. This is another reason I bought it. The Lovers and the Chariot. Isn't that clever? Like when you're on the train, you see people making out and it says Lovers, and then there's the Angel. I love NYC. Then you have the Chariot, which is the classic yellow taxi. There's the infinity sign. No, the Cancer. Oh, Cancers. The Cancer. I Cancer. New York City's, because Cancer is the card of the Chariot. This is the Strength and the Hermit. So many dog walkers in New York. I'm looking for anything hidden in there. The books say tarot. All right, I'm just going to go through the cards and then you guys can pause the video and look at the details. Because I also have a meeting that I have to be at in a few minutes. Death and the Hanged Man. Temperance and the Devil. Yeah, pause the video. You're going to have to pause the video. Sorry. Oh, the Brooklyn Brewery. Yay! Temperance is... Oh, did you see the angels? I just wanted to... Saw the angel wings and the halo. See how the Temperance is pouring the water. Bartender, very smart. The Star and the Tower. Is that the original World Trade Center? No, because there's only one. It would have been interesting if she put the two. I never understood that star. I think that one would have been a better Temperance if you're going to do that. But the Temperance she has is good. The Moon and the Star. Central Park, and then I don't know what bridge that is. Might be Brooklyn. Might be Williamsburg. I don't know. The Judgment and the World. This is good. This is in Flushing Meadow Park. That was genius. That's another reason I bought this deck. I was like, you know what? Because I'm planning on leaving New York. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to sit into that meeting. It was a business meeting. If you guys need term life insurance, contact me. I can help you in any state. But anyway, so we were saying the wands. Look at how interesting that is. The Metro card, which I love. The Ace of Wands. And then you have the Two of Wands, where you're looking out into the, I believe that's the Empire State Building, not the Chrysler Building. Could be wrong. I don't know. I always confuse them. But I think it's the Empire State Building. And if you look at my other reviews, they're not like this at all. They're very professional, to the point. Wands, 4 and the 5, 3 and the 4 of Wands. So this, I believe, is Brooklyn Bridge. This is just a house. Well, a house, an apartment building. 5 and 6. Oh, the 6 train. That was clever. The water tower, I guess. The birds fighting. Because the 5 of Wands is usually conflict. I know that the thing underneath the tower makes the 5, but I mean, you could have just had some people fighting on the subway, right? 7 and the 8, or 6 and 7? 7 and, wait, 8 and 9. No, 7 and 9. Oh, 8 is over there. I don't know why that happened. You have 7 and 9, which is the infamous truck you always get stuck behind when you're trying to drive somewhere. I don't know what any of these are. Oh, I guess those are the students, the fashion students, and those are rolls of fabric. Then you have 8 and 10. Don't ask me how this happened, but it happened. You always hear the planes and you always see them, especially if you're near an airport like LaGuardia or Kennedy. Wands, construction sites. There's always construction in Manhattan. Page. Oh, yeah, it's not me. Some of these things are really backwards. Page and... That's confusing. Oh, it says it on the bottom. Page and Knight. Because I just saw the K, and I'm like, how do you know? Now, that has the broken hearts in the back. I wonder why. The mailman and the fireman. Queen and the protester. Passionate and the king. The entertainer. That makes sense. Cups. Ooh, they're smart. And it's true, because you always have the one guy that likes the beer and the girl likes something like a cosmopolitan or a champagne. That was very clever. She's good. 3 and the 4. I admire this deck, even though the artistry is not that great, but the concept is. Because, where's the 4? 4 is rejection. What is she rejecting? An iced coffee? She has spilled coffee too. This is funny. 5 and 6. Because I'm coming out with a few tarot card decks of my own. So when I see, you know, part of the channel is also research. When I see other people's stuff, it's interesting. It's inspiring. Her packaging was phenomenal. Hot dog stand. I guess that's like a cafe. 8. Oh, no, that's her house. 8 of Cups is walking away. I don't understand this one. 7 of Cups is options. I get the 7 of Cups. 7th Avenue. Okay. I don't get the 8 of Cups. The 9 and the 10. You could be free here. That's beautiful. Mr. Softy. Oh, what a staple. You hear that Mr. Softy truck and you're just like, your inner, it doesn't matter how old you are. Your inner child wakes up and they're like, ice cream, Mr. Softy's here. Like, can we go get ice cream? It doesn't matter. You're like triggered. Coney Island, Page of Cups. And she's using it to make snowmen. And the page, the Knight of Cups, is the coffee person. Queen of Cups. She has the world there again, and the King of Cups, the artist. Do what you love. It's an interesting deck. The thing is that it's a really good intuitive deck. I have to get back into business mode now, right? The swords, Ace and the 2 of Swords. Big Apple and the 2 of Swords. Choices, choices, choices. Yoga, shopping. Why is it going into the apple, though? Swords. New York City. Four of Swords. It's usually rest and relaxation. That one doesn't make sense to me either. I love this. 5 and the 6 of Swords. Indecisive. Which way do I go, right? Which way do I go? What does it mean? What do the signs mean? That makes sense. 6 of Swords. The fairy. Okay, I get that. 7 and 8 of Swords. This one I get. I don't know why this would be a mental prison. She went traditional with this. Oh, wow. The 9 and the 10. We already saw the 10 from before, but here it is again. So many choices. Broadway. If one show ends, there's always another one. Don't stress too much. The Page and the Knight. Okay. Those are swords. The tattoo artist. It's funny. The Queen and the King. Bus driver. She's good. She's good. These are iconic New York moments. This doesn't look like juggling to me. I guess people wear sunglasses in the day and the night. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. This doesn't make sense to me either. Is that supposed to be? 5 of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. She doesn't look like she's left out in the cold. Maybe she had to leave her hotel, or she's going somewhere. She's going somewhere, maybe. And then I was thinking maybe if this was that cathedral that everybody gets married at. St. Patrick's, right? But that's not what it looks like to me. Could be wrong. Let me just, sorry. The cards are about to fall off the table. I'm telling you, this is not a normal reading. I'm not usually all over the place like this, but I'm just really excited. My energy's all over the place because you saw what I saw, and I started like to almost cry. This is very accurate. There's the cathedral. I was just saying that. 4 and the 5 of Pentacles. Wait a minute. Oh, holding on to something. Okay, that's why I was like, wait a minute. The 3 and the 4 is chain. I don't know what this is. I thought Grand Central Station, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. and then holding on to something. And then this is being left out in the cold. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And then you have St. Patrick's Cathedral. No, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. I'm looking at it because I see it backwards on my screen. 6 is being able to give, which I feel that looks like being left out in the cold. And 5 is, I guess, being left out in the cold traditionally. 7 and 8. There's always a cat in the bodega. Oh my God, that is so funny. And the t-shirt maker. Working hard and growing. I don't know what, okay, whatever. The 9 and the 10. I give my honest reviews. Like, tell me if you feel some of these cards make or don't make sense. 9 of Pentacles. Always picking up flowers on the way home. Independent, buying yourself flowers. 10 of Pentacles. Rockefeller Center. Okay. Page and Knight. I love this artist. This was all over Manhattan for a while. This would have been a good Page of Wands because he's creative and enthusiastic. And Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, the delivery guy, because he takes forever to get to your house. That's funny. That was funny. And the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, the Doctor. And the Queen of Pentacles is eating a hot dog on the subway on top of a cab because she owns the city, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle the deck now. I'm gonna fall. Sorry, I'm on like a. I know it's weird. My background don't even. I'm on like this stool. It's called a kneeling chair, and I just fell off the seat. But I'm gonna get back up right now. So give me a second. And there's one part where you put your butt. There's another part where you put your knees, but I wasn't using the knee part, and that kind of keeps you in place. Now I am sitting the way I'm supposed to be sitting. But if you don't put your knees on it, you kind of slide off every now and then. All right, let's shuffle. Let's do the 2-card reading. This is probably one of the longest readings I've ever done because I love this deck and I really wanted to look at it because it was my first time looking at it too, with you and giving you my honest opinion. I don't normally do that. I usually just go through the cards and, you know, review the cards or tell your story. All of them are a little bit different, but they're usually me just going through it. Most of my reviews are under 10 minutes because I just run through the cards. But this was special to me, especially since you saw what happened in the beginning of the video where I opened up to the only page that had her personal story, and her personal story is where I'm at in life right now, where I'm ready to get up and leave and move somewhere. I'm in New York, but I'm ready to go somewhere else. And I've kind of cut everybody off. So they shuffle very well. They are lined in gold, the way we love the cards, right? Who made this? Printed in PRC. I want to make them. I'm going to go to them. PRC. And her guidebook is stunningly beautiful. 178 pages. I'm going to go over some pages in the guidebook just so you guys have it. Okay. Can I get a 2-card? Oh, well, these all popped out. So let's see what they are. You got the Page of Cups. So you're going to get communication about something you love, about something, or from someone you love. Could be an apology. Could be somebody asking you on a date. It could be your partner saying, hey, babe, let's go out kind of thing if you already have a partner. Then you have a 9 of Pentacles, which to me sounds like you're an independent person, so you might not have a partner. But even if you do, you have your own money. You have your own way of doing things. 5 of Wands is conflicted. So if you do have a partner, you might be arguing, or you're conflicted about your independence, or your independence is now kind of being tested. 2 of Wands, you're looking elsewhere. Maybe you're looking to move, or maybe you're looking to try something new. Then you have the King of Swords. So this is usually honest communication or someone lying to your face. It's either or. It just depends on what the cards around it are. So maybe you're looking because somebody lied to you. So you might be getting an apology from someone and you're in your pre-Empress energy, looking at what your other options are because you didn't think this thing was going to work out, whatever it is. It could be work, it could be career, it could be whatever. And then here comes this King of Swords to either lie to you or tell you the truth, which could be why you're looking elsewhere. Then you have this other form of communication, which is stability, the Page of Pentacles. It has to do either with your work, with your career, with your passion, or somebody offering you something. Because of the Five of Cups, somebody from your past is coming back to say something to you. And they're going to offer you this new passionate beginning. So I feel like some of you might have broken up with someone and they're coming back to apologize. Others of you had issues at work and now they're coming back and saying, hey, you know, our bad. We made a mistake. Can you come back? Kind of thing. For others of you, if you're entrepreneurs, you're in your very independent energy doing something that you love. And you're looking to expand or to start a project. So that your pentacles could increase, and you're looking back at the past of what you've done and what you could do, and being honest with yourself about that. And you're getting ready to start this new passionate beginning based on the information that you've acquired. Aside from that, this is what I have for you with the reading. If you do like my style of reading, I mean, I was all over the place before, my sincerest apologies, but no, I don't apologize for it because it's who I am and this is what happened, right? I do have a link below if you do want to book a reading with me, or you do want to look at my tarot channel and look at your other signs that I've done readings for. You can go all the way back until January. They're still relevant. You know, like time is not finite. You know, it could relate to you in the past, present, or future. So go ahead and look at the readings. And then if you want to support the channel, please feel free to donate. It's actually the best way to support the channel because then I could buy more of these full-size decks. I have like 100 decks because I already bought 20 on my list that I want to get. And I'm like so happy I bought this. I love this deck. I'm actually going to go use it in a reading right now. And yeah, I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, like this. Some of the artistry is like, who did this? She probably did it, you know? But some of the artistry is kind of like, it almost looks high schoolish, but the messages are all there. You know what I mean? Huh. Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the artistry, but I am a big fan of her marketing, kind of like the time and effort she took into creating the box and the packaging. I mean, come on. Genius. Look at that. She even took the detail of putting the signs and making it like a theme throughout the deck with the guy that has it on his t-shirt. And you see those symbols everywhere, you know, not everywhere, but throughout some of the different images. Right? And then on the back, she has her Three of Swords. You know, there's a lot of branding here. She's, you know, you could tell that she probably worked in marketing. She paid attention to a lot of these details. I really, really like it. Some of the images are perfect, profound, like, wow. And then you saw the ones that I was like, I don't know what that means. But that's what I have for you. Again, one of my longest reviews ever because this is the deck I actually care about because I'm a New Yorker. And I was curious because with the Urban deck, if you want to look at my review for the Urban deck, that was a New York City based deck and he was pretty good. You know, he used like the tokens like this one. The Eight of Pentacles. If you want to see that one, you can click on my channel, right? You know, like click on me, the channel. And then there's like a little magnifying glass on top of my videos. Like if you click on my channel and then you click on videos, then you can type Urban Tarot and this should pop up. This is the Urban Tarot deck. Has a lot of sacred geometry on the back. This is a very accurate deck. At first, when I made this review, I was like, I don't like it. I'm returning it. And then I used it and I was like, oh my God, what a genius. A lot of really good intuitive reading. Like the messages on this are very different from the messages that you would get in other tarot card decks. Like he went, like at first I was like, I think he made a deal with the devil. because if you look at the images, they're a little bit dark, but also it changes. Like you'll see when you look at the video, watch the Queen of Wands and watch the Queen of Swords. I feel like they should be reversed, but when you read his book, you understand his reasoning. But then when you actually do a reading, you're like, wait a minute, it does not that it makes sense, but it kind of changes your reading, you know? And then there's certain things like the Four of luxury, the Four of Cups. Here we go. Let me just give you, I mean, you don't have to watch this, but I'm just gonna, the journalist. The therapist, Queen of Cups, the therapist, right? So usually Queen of Cups is like, oh, you're loving. This is you being understanding. Like maybe this time, maybe you're the therapist for everybody in your life and you need to kind of start thinking and caring about yourself. You've gotten lost in that. Then you have the Empress, which is the mom with the kid. You know, you're the Empress. You can handle everything. You're multitasking. You're doing everything, but you still need some time for yourself, you know? The Chariot. Everybody seems to go with the yellow taxi for the Chariot, which I thought was pretty cool. Then this one's a little creepy because it's the High Priestess. And you're like, did she just kill herself? Like, why is the water red? Did she slit her wrist? Oppression. Orange is the new black. Jail. Rikers Island. I'm trying to give you like, here, debauchery, the Seven of Cups, having options. This is somebody that likes to party a lot, go out, have a great time, you know, maybe behind your back and you don't even know it. They're going out and they're like, oh yeah, I'll be right back. And meanwhile, you know, they're getting twisted. Then you have the Three of Cups, which is, they say abundance. I see it as celebration. Some people see it as the third party. I'm only going to give you like the really profound ones. The Six of Cups, which is reconciliation, but it looks like a very passionate reconciliation. And then it says pleasure underneath. So some of you are indulging. I mean, you know, that's pretty freaking vivid. Here. Queen of Wands is a public defender, which sounds like the Queen of Swords, right? Cutting people off, you know, being judge, jury, and executioner. But no, he says that she's the Queen of Wands because she's passionate about what she does and she stands up for. I don't think so. But I mean, when you read the Queen of Wands, now you're saying like this, to me, this looks like this person's pissed and they're defending themselves, right? So I always say like, when that card comes out, I use it as a Queen of Swords. Indolence, I had to look that up. I thought it was like, you know, maybe a typo because it was insolence. But indolence is being lazy. So they have that for the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. Instead of walking away, this person is just being lazy and not doing what they're doing. So they might physically be there, but mentally, they're gone. They're gone. This one's good because true conflict, Boston and the New York Yankees, strife. I'm giving you, I guess, a second one. This is the Urban Tarot. I highly recommend it. But it goes deeper, like, because it's not just an argument. It's like a deep argument about your personal beliefs, about who you are, about what you believe and how you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a Boston fan versus a Yankees fan, those are deep-rooted, hardcore issues. The Seven of Pentacles is usually growing in something positive. Here it says failure. So whenever you see this one, instead of you saying, oh, you're growing something, and you're like, no, whatever you were trying to grow, it failed. You know, you see how that changes your reading? This is the Queen of Swords, which I think should be the Queen of Wands, the artist, the painter, right? Usually you're passionate, you're pursuing your passions regardless of what anybody thinks. And she's, you know, she's relatively somewhat attractive. But no, instead, this is the Queen of Swords because she doesn't care what anybody thinks. She's doing what she wants to do. She's portraying what she wants to portray. She's expressing her intelligence and her this and that. But to me, I would look at this as someone who's like, I don't see Queen of Swords there at all. I don't care if you put a sword in the picture, in a beaker or whatever that is, a mason jar. So, you know, that's the only thing I don't agree with. Here, the Knight of Cups is considered the seducer versus somebody who's coming in to offer their love. They're not coming in to offer their love. They're coming to seduce you, to get you in bed. The Page of Pentacles is like a kindergarten teacher. The Page, yeah. So usually that's like communication coming in about stability. No, but to me, this is like someone coming into your life that's like a gentle soul that, you know, was so gentle. This is Justice, which really brings it into like the legal system, justice system kind of thing. The Devil, which looks just like the devil. But look at how interesting this devil is. You see the horns in the background? And then it says 666 on there. And then the shackles on the bottom. I never noticed those things. But this is like really being addicted to something, like an energy. This Six of Swords is usually success or something. Things are getting better, but this says science, which makes me think of the caduceus. I think it's called caduceus, right? I don't understand how this picture has anything to do with better things ahead. If you guys understand what the symbol is on the snake, please let me know. This one is the Judgment. They call it the Eon, which is like Crowley's Aeon, if you want to research it. And then, but to me, it's like, it's a judgment. It's your whole life changing, because look at how the reflection in the mirror is different from the reality. So things are going to be changing. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about. The Four of Cups, which is usually rejection. Look, they're just too comfortable. So you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as, you know, you're rejecting being comfortable. You're rejecting this way of living because you want luxury. I've never seen luxury before on a Four of Cups. You know, or you're rejecting, or maybe you're just really comfortable with your partner that you're just too tired to like reject it. You're just like, whatever, I'm just so comfortable, I'm just going to stay. And for other ones, it's like, you know, you're rejecting this lifestyle because you want luxury, you know? And once I did a reading and I was like, you're with a gold digger, because instead of being comfortable and happy with you, she wants luxury. So she's out, she's rejecting you. This one, the Five of Cups, is your whole entire world is being destroyed. Depression, it says on the bottom, right? Oh, disappointment. You know, and to me, it's like Five of Cups, like you had to throw this bitch out because she destroyed your, your house. Excuse me, I know I don't really curse, but like, you know, like you, whatever happened, it destroyed you. Like, And then the Hacker. That's the only one I think. Oh. The 10 of, is a heroin addict, you know, drugs, you got ruined, the 10 of Swords. Or like, even if I don't see the drugs, I just say like, whatever happened, it ruined you, right? Because it says ruined on the bottom. So some of his stuff is interesting. Here, the Hacker. The Page of Swords, you have to be really intelligent. So you're getting communication probably from via email or text message or something. But it could also be that, be careful, you might have gotten hacked. So just look into your stuff. Maybe you want to get malware or something like that. But this person is very intelligent, smarter than you think. And they're coming in. And then I think that's it. I don't think anything else is like really profound. No, everything else is pretty like straightforward. But yeah, so those are the 2 New York cards that I have. If you guys hear of any other New York City tarot card decks, let me know, because I'm a fan of it. And if I leave New York, these are like the cards I'll probably be using the most because I'm going to miss it. But I'm one of those people that are being priced out of New York. So unless my tarot card business or this channel, which I don't know how I'm going to monetize this channel, does well, or like when I actually develop my tarot cards and they start selling, then I'll be able to stay in New York, like buy something and let my mom stay there, and then I'll just go live somewhere else, because I really do want land. I want my own garden in the backyard. I want orchards, like trees that I can just pick my lemons and my peaches and pears from or whatever. That's my dream, to like live in the country, but still be able to come back to New York whenever I like. My mom's not leaving, so I got to make sure she's taken care of. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Too much information, but the video's already long, so why not? If you guys do like my videos are not like this. I mean, look at the other ones. You'll see how quick they are. If you do like my channel, please support, please. If you have any tarot cards that you do not want anymore, or any ones that you want me to review because you've created them, then please send them to the address below. I would really appreciate that. Other than that, rock and roll, XOXO, until next time. Oh, and the reason I started this channel is because I found myself returning a bunch of decks after buying them and seeing that they weren't for me. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money in emissions, like returning it, right? The truck has to bring it back. Somebody has to look at it, evaluate it, process it. That person's getting paid by the hour, right? And then you have to repackage it. That costs money. And then you have to ship it out, and that person might return it and cost all over again. This one item that's supposed to be like $30 or $45 could end up costing more with the return process, right? So why? Because I've worked as executive assistant for a lot of different manufacturing companies throughout the world, Switzerland, China, all over the place. And I've had like 15 careers, so don't judge. And so I was looking at it and I was like, this is very wasteful, right? So I was like, let me create a channel where I could see all the cards before I buy them, so that I know that what I'm buying is what I want. I could see if it's a pip deck that they only showed me the 5 best pictures and then all the other pictures are crap. You know what I mean? And I could have somebody review the cardstock quality, you know, because usually I don't say anything unless it's bad. Then I'm like, this is horrible. Like, this is thin. Look, it's already bending. Like in some of my other videos, when the card quality is crap, I talk about it. But if I don't, it's because it's a good deck of cards. It's fine. You know, I don't got to talk about it. This is fine. Yeah, these are fine. They're good quality. But other than that, you know, I wanted to leave my imprint in the world where I'm helping people make a better decision so that you don't have to go out and spend all your money and then have to return it. And sometimes, like with the Labyrinth, no. Was it Labyrinth? I think it was Labyrinth. Nope. It was something else. The Never-Ending Story. I bought the Never-Ending Story Major Arcana thinking that it was the tarot. I didn't look at it. So now I also tell people to look at what you're buying. And it was horrible. Like the images were horrible. I didn't like it, but it cost me like $7 to have it shipped to me, or $5 or something like that. And then to return it, it would have cost me $5. And then with the price of the deck, it's like I only really would have gotten $5 back. So I was like, what's the point of, I might as well keep it and do it as a giveaway, or maybe see if I would never read Major Arcana. I say that now, never say never. But I just thought it was a waste of money. So I also don't want you to have to lose your money buying something and then having to return it and pay out of pocket. Like with Etsy, some of these things you pay for the shipping and you have to pay for the return shipping. So it's like, let me just show you the deck. You decide if you want it. That way, when you buy it, you're certain that you're going to keep it. You know what I mean? So that's my little way of giving back, and hopefully you guys can give back in whatever way you can. If you don't have any money to donate, please just click the like and the share and the subscribe button, and then share it with other people, because that helps my channel grow, and then hopefully I can get monetization in the long run, which will then help me get more money to buy more cards, to do more reviews, because I love this stuff. And I'm at 150 decks right now, so I will be doing some giveaways, so turn the notification bell on if you do want to see about my giveaways. They will be decks that I've used or opened, obviously, because I'm reviewing them. But if, you know, you might want, it's obviously not going to be these two. I love these two decks. But it might be some of the other ones that I'm not so, like, excited about, you know, like, okay, whatever. I already have, you know, a lot of mini decks for sure. But there are other ones that I might have that I'm like, you know what? It's not really my favorite. I got to kind of declutter. So I'll give away some of the decks. Okay, I'm going to go now. Bye.